Hello everyone, this is Deborah with Hello My Garden, and I'm standing in the light. So today is what, November 29th, I think? Yes, November 29th. And this is my cactus. There was fire ants growing up next to it, and we poured boiling water on them. It looks like it worked, and I thought I was going to lose my cactus, but I think it's been about, it could be even 2 months ago, might be a month ago. Cactus seems to be okay. Thank goodness, knock on wood. And so I was figuring I'm going to show you how the winter gardens go. So I don't know yet whether this is going to be a mild winter or a rough winter. And even though it's nice and in the 63 today, it's a nice day, that doesn't mean it's going to be mild. We had late frost last year, which really kicked into our growing season. And but the nice thing about growing in winter in North Carolina, in the Piedmont area, is that you can, and actually you could probably do this. You know, there's Elliot Coleman in Maine who does the same thing. He grows all year long. Well, we have a bug net around just to help with the deer and the rabbits, but what we do is you use this frost cloth row cover, and it's the heavyweight one, and then plastic, greenhouse plastic. So depending on the temperature, you use either just the row cover or both in the really coldest weather. But if you use the plastic, make sure to remove it as soon as the sun starts shining, because it gets hot really fast. But the row covers are fine. They have ventilation, even though it can get pretty hot with those too, and sometimes you'll have to raise, depending on your temperature, raise the ends. I do that sometimes. So these are carrots and our greens, and our Tulsi is actually still flowering under this system right now, which is nice for the bees. So we have all kinds of greens in here. And what I'll do is, I guess I'll try to show you how they look through the maybe weekly, depending on the weather, all winter. So definitely there's some things that are much better to grow, or easier to grow in the winter, because you don't have that same bug pest problems that you do in the summer. We don't have to deal with those cabbage moths and stuff like that, so much less. The only thing is you have to keep covering it and uncovering it. So if you have to, leave late in the day, leave early, that's kind of rough. You can't uncover them. But anyway, so that's that. I'll show you the garlic coming up. I have a rogue, also we have a rogue radish over there coming up. Volunteer. We'll see how it does. This is garlic coming up. And we have stinging nettle already starting to come up. Kind of early here. And we'll probably harvest that for a little soup, maybe along with the tea we normally use. My husband dehydrates it for tea. And we have, this is just a cover crop of clover. This bed needs to be redone. As you can tell, it's broken, and there's actually a vole that had been digging around in there. We have some garlic. Half the bed is garlic, and I threw some arugula seed down here. Not sure if it'll come up or not, or how it'll do. So, and if you don't have, you could make row covers. Hoops, pretty darn easy. If you have these, you can pick these up at the hardware store. But you could also, for a simple, quick row cover, or hoop system, you could pick up this H-wire at the building supply store, and I don't remember the price. It's pretty cheap, and it works in a pinch. Just use 2 of them or 3 or however many to do I have one down at the beginning front of the yard that I'll bring to show you real quick. But before we get there, here's our stevia still kicking. And this is my Rudbeckia laciniata that I planted a couple weeks ago in the ground, and it's looking good. It does look like something nibbled it, probably a rabbit. Okay. My husband's cleaning up birdhouses and getting them ready for the spring. That's a trick. Okay, so here's where I use the H-wire. There's some radishes in here. So just H-wire, throw some row cover over, and you're good to go. And that's about it. See you next time.